Here we are then, start the Mendip 30. Great to be back. Local race, last minute entry after my DNF last month, and yeah, going out there, see how my body responds. Obviously, hopefully no Achilles or IT band issue, but ultimately just here to have fun and really to see if I can beat last year. Hello. Hello. Hey you. As you can see, pretty sweaty already. Working it hard. Just under 3 miles and like 1,000 feet of climbing. So massive hill to start the race. It's like a quarter of the race elevation now. So yeah, just trying to chill out a bit now. Went out a bit too quick, but it's all good fun. So yeah, hopefully just settle into a nice rhythm now. Nice views all around. It's not a bad day out. Frisky cows. So 7 miles in now, coming up to an hour and a half. Pace is going well, slightly pushing it, not that relaxed, but just seeing what can be done today, getting everything down, getting calories in, and then now on top of a massive hill, gonna drop into Draycott, and then we gotta go up a big hill. But yeah, this is the view. Enjoy. More downhill flowing. So we've got some more lumps and bumps over there. One's called Crook Peak. We'll be heading over there later and head into the sea. I mean, I say sea. Sorry to people at Western, but it's not the best. More about muddy river. Sorry. So I think this hill is probably the closest I can get to Mont Blanc, close to home. This is the Bristol Mont Blanc descending into Tread. I bet it's never been called that before. But yeah, obviously it's UTMB weekend, so watching all the racing and watching people get miles of downhill, which is just cool. I really love running downhill. Thank you very much. Thank you. Don't think the GoPro is going to pick up how big a hill this is, but there are people up there. Absolutely massive. Time to take it easy. Right, that was just about 800 feet of climbing in one go. Very hard work, and we are now rewarded with a very nice down. And we'll be coming into Cheddar. You can see Cheddar Reservoir. There you go. There's Cheddar Reservoir. How great is that view? So So past the 10-mile mark, so over a third of the way in now, and the sun is out and it is shining and it is hot. You can probably see by all the sweat on my face, so gotta be really careful now. Keep hydrated, keep the calories coming, don't let the stomach turn, and keep myself in a good enough position to make it to the end staying strong. But yeah, just did a massive hill, massive downhill, and up we go again, up over Cheddar now. Got a lovely little campsite in there actually. That looks lovely. Happy with everything so far. I'm definitely working. I can't remember much about last year, but I think I'm working more than I was last year. I think I'm about a minute ahead of pace from last year too, so not bad. But I think the aim is next 10 miles, keep everything in control. I see Nick in 4 miles, top up water, have a snack, have some Coke, and then the fun starts. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Thanks, on you. Thanks. Oh, fuck now. This is exactly what I wanted out of this race, is to hit this point, which sounds pretty dark, but this is where you kind of find out a bit about who you are and what you can do. And this is the bit that I want to get better at, is pushing through this point on ultras. Just because I'm in a low point now doesn't mean I'm going to be in a low point for the rest of the race. So just got to be in the moment, drink, take calories in, look after myself. This race today is the Mendip Marauder, I think I've said it right, and I'm doing the 30-mile version. There's also a 50-mile version, so that started earlier and started in a place called Froome and heads all along the Mendip Way into Weston, and then the race I'm doing just starts a little bit later on in Wales, as in Wales in Somerset, not the country, and moves along there. Run by Albion Running, really good event, amazing value for money, and I believe Dave runs it with his wife, partner, I'm assuming there. But I met Dave, did the race last year, but I also met Dave on my attempt to the North Downs Way 100 last month, so got chatting to him, and made me think of this race again. To be fair, I was always looking at it because it's such a fun race and so local. Most of the races I do are always quite far away from home, so I just didn't know how I would recover after the 100, but obviously not getting it done just gave a perfect opportunity really just to get back out here, see where the body's at, test pushing through. I've got sweat in my eye now, I can't see, nightmare. Right, here we go. So race nutrition for today. So got 6 500ml bottles, and each bottle has this in it. So that's, they've done the packaging very confusing. It's actually, that's up for a litre. So for one of these bottles I'm getting 30 grams of carbs. So that's per bottle. So I have one of those bottles every hour. And then whatever else I need to drink, because I'm quite a salty sweater, I'll then go into my bladder, which has got a couple of these tabs in just to help me get my electrolytes. And then as well as the 30 grams of carbs an hour, I'm taking in not a whole one of these, kind of probably taking in about 60 grams of that. So I'm aiming for about 90 grams of carbs an hour. Salt pills every hour on the hour. Might be a little bit of overkill, but I've had plenty of races where I've really lagged just due to not getting hydrated enough. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do. And then I'm not carrying all this in one go. Obviously Nick's going to meet me and give me like 3 bottles about halfway,
Then also we've got these, thank you Maverick for introducing me. These are basically like Michelin star new potatoes. Just when you're 14-15 miles into a race and you have one of these, your whole world has changed. So I'm going to be eating some of them and probably going to take a bag so I can eat some of them on the way. But that's literally it for nutrition. Keeping it really simple, not aiming to eat many solids, just because I hope to be out there for no longer than 6-7 hours really.
So September the 2nd and summer has arrived. Got the sun out, the sun's baking. Hello, so 14.5 miles in, just did the checkpoint with Nick and got treated like royalty. So salted potatoes, Coke, baby wipe down because I get so sweaty. I actually struggle cooling down because I just got salt all over me. So baby wipe down, sun cream, and I've got some potatoes with me. I definitely feel a bit better. I was a bit low before that, and yeah, I'm on. Like, my main goal was really coming in and trying to go a bit faster than last year, so I'm just falling behind the pace a little bit there, but that's okay. Really, I want to finish it, and this is the part now where I've done 2,800 feet of climbing in 14.5 miles, and I've got 1,400 feet of climbing left in 14.5 miles. So it is an easier section, it's a nicer section. I shouldn't need any more checkpoints, so I can just go through the next ones. And yeah, I suppose now it's just I'll go a bit harder on the downhills, and uphills are definitely a weakness of mine, and I appreciate saying that can make it true, but it's also being real, they are. But downhills are definitely a strength. I mainly overtake people, and especially in this race I've done all my overtaking on the downs, so still some of them to come. Hot day, just got to get to the end without getting heat stroke. You can probably see the ginger tinge to my beard, so I do burn very easily. I probably have burned already before putting the sun cream on. So yeah, it's just about getting through the day now. I'm really glad I hit that point. That is a really good milestone to hit, and I'm feeling good again. And that's the thing with these ultras, low moments don't last forever, so it's just about riding the wave. The course is really well sign marked. If you're looking to do this ultra, no requirements to get into it either, which is always a plus. So anyone looking to get into their first ultra, perfect race for it. Very hilly, but that can help as well because you get to walk a lot of sections. And but yeah, very well signposted. I've not really needed my watch at all recently. Watch wise, I do use the Coros Apex 2 Pro, which has really helped me when I've been attempting some longer 50s. Just battery life is insane. 14 hours on maps mode and you're only losing 30%, so it's a peace of mind that you always know you're going the right direction. We've got 2 hills left. That is how I'm measuring this race now. 2 hills left and about 10 miles just underneath, so I'm on the finishing stretch. I've done most of the hills, so things are looking really good. This is the hill up in front. Don't know if the camera does it justice at all really, but it is big. But one good thing is that you're really rewarded with views at the top. But yeah, just trying to keep my stomach settled. I'm glad I got a bit of shade. I've never run this far in the heat before. I've never done a race in the heat, so I'm feeling a bit sick. My stomach's a bit turned, so I think that's due to the heat rather than kind of my nutrition, because my nutrition is, I've been doing this for about 6 months now on the nutrition and no problem. So yeah, but thinking of the finish line, but taking it step by step. Now I think I might want us to go to McDonald's when I finish, just to get some chips and a Coke or something. One more hill to go. That definitely makes me very, very happy. 9 miles to go as well. So it's like a training run. I know I've done that before. Starting to get goosebumps actually, which is not an ideal thing when you're running in the heat. So when I get to the bottom of the next hill, there's an aid station, so I'll throw some water on me, try and cool myself down. But yeah, in the meantime, check this view out. Alright, last aid station done. 8 miles to the finish, so 21 miles in. Filled up a bottle with some Coke. Had 2 slices of watermelon and an Oreo. Living it large on this route. But yeah, getting there. Final stretch, sun's back out. Bit hot, but lovely day, and this is what trail running's about. Getting outside for a long time. So yeah, I look forward to seeing the sea. Joys of the M5. It's 23 miles in now, or 23 and a half. I'm walking it in at the moment, so big hill, just walking, trying not to throw up. That is our #1 priority, but ultimately I can't help it. And yeah, about 5 miles to go to the finish, so getting there. I'm really struggling with the heat. So I've asked Nick to come and meet me, to pour a bottle of water over me, hopefully cool me down a little bit. But also, once this hill's done, last hill, there's not much left to do in terms of elevation, so I hope I should be able to get running again and hopefully wrap this up fairly soon. So I just met Nick. I actually sent her to the wrong place, so I had to wait around for a minute or two, but just poured loads of water over my head. Oh my god, it's like heaven. And I feel like a new person afterwards, like a new man. Honestly, wow. Cooling techniques, that is something I need to work on in the sun for sure. But 3 miles to go now, not far. I won't beat last year's time, but just getting it done and slogging it out, that's good enough for me. This is it, the last hill of the Mendip Marauder 30 and 50 if you decide to do that. Last one. Feel the sea air now, not far to go. I'm super happy in the end. It was a bit of a sufferfest and I was really struggling in there, but really happy with getting an ultra done in the heat. I don't think I've ever done one where it's been this hot, and then this is going to be my 8th ultra, 3rd this year, and first time I've ever done 2 ultras 4 weeks apart, so really happy with that. And yeah, let's get to the finish. Got the boatyard, you can see the houses, so that means boatyard, houses, beach, finish.